For a Brooklyn local running a stall at DeKalb Market, a food she was raised on has become her career. Is there any misconception about plantains that you would like to correct?
They're not bananas. A ripe plantain is probably most similar to like a sweet potato. I'm Rachel, the founder of Kelewele. Take plantains from the side menu, which is where you often see it, and feature it as a main ingredient.
What are some examples of things that you have on the menu?
We've got placos, they're plantain tacos. We also have our namesake, which is Kelewele, the first plantain dish I ever had growing up as a kid. You know, as a child of immigrants from Ghana, Kelewele is a popular plantain street food. And it's basically diced plantains marinated in spices and ginger, and often served with ground nuts.
Tell me a little bit about your background and how you came to fall in love with plantains.
Yeah, so I kind of have a unconventional background, I would say. I really got my start professionally after undergrad on Wall Street.
And are you working toward a PhD, is that right? Or you have?
Two, actually.
Wow. Looking into your accomplishments, academic and otherwise, you're obviously brilliant and could have any job you wanted. Do you feel like this is the right one?
I'm also an NYU professor.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Teaching is also a piece of that. Certainly, Kelewele fulfills a piece of my passion. I really love the aspect of plantains being this kind of symbolic cultural representation of the African diaspora. I can be from West Africa, the next person can be from the Caribbean, the next person from Latin America, but we all have this shared familiarity with this one superfood.
Tell me a little bit about DeKalb Market Hall and what you like about having a stall here.
It's a thriving community of small business owners who are so savvy. It's just been incredible energy.
I'm sure that people are stopping at the stall next to you and then spotting you and maybe trying something. What kinds of feedback do you get from first-time customers?
The question we always get is, wait, so everything is made out of plantains? And I'm like, yes. And then the follow-up question is like, wait, even the cookies, even the brownies, even the ice cream? I'm like, I really mean it when I say everything. We tell them it's also plant-based in addition to being plantain-based, and so it's like this whole kind of like paradigm shift for a lot of people.
I hope that minds are opening toward veganism, but I'm sure that there are still skeptics out there who are thinking, well, is a plantain meal really gonna fill me up or make me feel satisfied? Is there anything that you would say to those people?
So, I mean, does a potato fill you up? It sure does.
Yeah. Would you say that you grew up in a relatively Ghanaian household?
Totally. There's always sometimes that dissonance of being a kind of hyphenated American and having one culture at home, but then outside is a totally different culture. But I think my mom always did a good job of making sure that I was proud to be Ghanaian, and it's now really inspired me to do something that's central to where my family is from.
And this is a huge question that might not have an answer, but what's a specific Ghanaian cultural element that you aim to hold on to?
Oh man, that is a massive question. But you know, something that I do love, it's like anytime you have a plate of food prepared for you to eat, there are other people there that might not have a plate of food as well, you'll say you're invited. And that's a way to say and signal that you can enjoy this with me. And so I've always loved that as a way to think about community, this idea that we're all invited.